Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about supersaws. Now, supersaws are a real cool thing. If you've never heard of them before, then you probably heard it a million times and not know what it was or like what they're called. You just think of them as just like certain sounds. If you have heard of them before, you might think they're like cliche, which people have their opinions. Other people might think they're the greatest thing ever. They're the basis of most sound design, whatever. My whole point with this video is to introduce them and show that they have a lot of different uses and purposes in all kinds of different sounds. So a super saw is you take a saw wave, this thing, which sounds like this when you feed it notes. Yeah, that, and you basically make 7 of them, pitch some of them down, some of them up. And when you do that in most synthesizers, it's with unison. Not even just in Serum. If you wanted to do this in Harmor, unison right here. If you wanted to do this in Citrus, you have to. Oh, it's already on a saw. Look at that main unison right here. 7 voice. It doesn't matter. Okay, so in Serum, make 7 of these, and 7's just a standard number. You can use any number. I love the sound of 16, but we'll just use 7. And it sounds like this just on its own. Well, this is the voices right here, if you can think of them. This D2 knob will make them go down in pitch more or up in pitch more. But yeah, it sounds like this. I'm sure you've heard this before in a lot of songs. Now, one thing that I really like the sound of, I like using them for, this is just like a patch I made to demonstrate like literally what I use. Not gonna worry about that. So it's basically two voices of this 7 voice unison, so it's 14 total voices. These look like they're the same, but they're actually not. This one's phase is moving around a lot, which is something older synthesizers used to do. I think helps give this patch its sound. And then I just distorted, compressed, added delay, and added reverb, and it sounds like this. It's this sound. Like one thing I've used it for besides just like giving it notes or whatever is like an effect noise. So I would like, just like raise the pitch. And it completely changes it. This sound is fantastic for being like this nice little wall. Like you can turn it way down, like just kind of like have it in the background. It just fills in space, and you can have stuff over it. I could even just real fast to give you an idea. Whoa, the hell am I doing? Just side chain it to my voice, basically. Apologize for that. I know this is kind of taking forever, but it's just gotta do this real quick. So what I'm doing here is I'm making this sound duck to my voice. So I'm just gonna, for the entire remainder of this video, no, I'm just kidding. But for a period of time, I'm just gonna play a sharp minor in the background. and it's sidechained to my voice, so it actually gets quieter whenever I'm talking. And I'm going to turn it down a little more. And this is just a nice little backing, just fills in space. You know, I like it. Let's add a ninth interval to this. Gonna be, no, what the fuck, G sharp. Yeah, why not? Fucking. Sorry, please don't judge me for the things that I am doing currently and not explaining. Okay, so that's one use. I mean, I've actually talked about a couple uses, but like, another really good use for Supersaw is for like a lead sound. So I forgot to mention, Serum does this automatically, but it actually pans the voices in like the left and right ear. In Harmor, you can choose not to do that. And this is different ways it does it. I really like classic, don't judge. And then the phase is a little weird to explain, so I'm not really gonna bother right now. But it is a thing you can mess with in Harmor, and it just gives you cool effects. The pitch is the one we're really after. So, oh shit, I had to use F sharp minor. I'm gonna change this to A minor. Really jarring change. Yes. So. Forgot. Harmer's Supersaws are obviously very drastically different than Serum's. I apologize, sorry. I'm not really explaining what I'm doing, like at all, but it's okay. I don't. I'm just kind of doing it. I mean, you can watch what I'm doing if you want. I'm just adding some notes to this. Oh, you just be able to do something. Okay, I'm gonna stop spending so much time on this. Just little background sounds, I guess. But they're two different styles of background sounds. And I'm making them so quiet because I'm planning on adding like a lot of things to this. So I'm trying to leave like space and room for it or whatever. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate a different style of a supersaw really fast. But in order to do that, I'm going to have these two things play for 4 bars. And I'm going to turn this one down a bit. Turn them both down. Okay, now I'm going to add some drums really fast. They're just going to be really different. This might jar you a little bit. No, I gotta stop doing that. Stop going on mine. Go to other places. Probably too much reverb on the snare. I don't really care. So now to demonstrate a different type of super saw. Actually, I'm going to use a different one that I really like that Seamless gave away a while ago somewhere here. Fuck. I have no idea what I saved it as. Probably, maybe, no. God damn it. Oh, I could use this one or that one. I'll try this one. Oh. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Maybe this one. Not quite. Damn, that really sucks that I can't find that. Oh well. Things that happen while you make music. Okay, so this is super saw I made. It's kind of what I was looking for earlier. You get a really similar sound in Harmer. It's 16 voices, 8 voices, and this one's 1 octave higher than the 16 voices. And then a bunch of like effects. I'm not even gonna bother explaining. If you're a Serum nerd, you know, it goes slow for you. This isn't being used. This is for very subtle. This is being used. Obviously being used. This is macro right there. Got delay, reverb, and a tiny bit of EQ. Okay, now it's gonna go into 6. And it's a trick I saw Virtual Riot talk about on a live stream. I'm basically gonna give this chords that follow the kick and the snare. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Let's go with Maybe this will sound good. Yeah, it's good enough. Here's 1, 3, 4, 5. It's in C major. I just took the 5th and then added the 3rd, the middle part of it, with an octave higher for all the chords. And the rhythm, you can see it on the playlist. Just follows, just mimics the kick, gets cut off by the snare. So this is another thing you can do. It's really nice. Generally with these types of sounds, I'll take them and like fucking. So I'm getting hella distracted. I'll generally take these and layer them on like a bass sound. Let's use that bottom layer that I saved on that other video one, and slap a. No, I'm not gonna do it this way. I'm gonna slap a filter on it though. Slap filter on it, fruity filter, right there. Like a leaky filter. And then I'd bust these, so this goes there, this goes there. I'm not labeling anything right now, and it's kind of to demonstrate a point about what it's like when you don't label anything, I guess, or not really. I'm just being lazy, pretending that's what it is. So I really like the way it like breaks up with the distortion, but I might get tired of it. We'll see. So now, kind of adding on to what I was talking about earlier, I'm gonna add a lead. This. Now this is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna use less voices, but still the same principle with a couple other things added on. Put this on 9. Actually, I'm not. I'm not even gonna use less voices. I'm gonna use more voices. Oh, what? Oh, trying to change this is how I usually do it. And I'm just gonna do like scale runs in between the chords. So like. judge me for things that are subjective. Alt Y to do that. Okay, so that's just a regular saw right now that's doing that. But we're gonna add 16 voices and get them close together. And I'm actually gonna blend a little bit so you really can't even hear them. And I'm gonna just go to this. I'm gonna add another layer above it, also 16 voices, a little more spread out, a little more kind of like the voices. I'm gonna add oscillator sync, but like very slow, and it takes like over a period of time it's gonna move through this. So just a little bit. What oscillator sync does, if you watch this is like, let me use another serum to demonstrate this. So if you watch this thing up here and it's like this is what it looks like. Ooh. See, it's like a saw wave. So oscillator sync, in each like cycle of this, it adds more, if that makes any sense. It will when you watch it. Watch this and this. Oscillator sync's fun. It's a fun little thing. So I'm gonna add it. And like I said, it's gonna sweep it slowly and not a whole lot. So what I like about oscillator sync is you can get a higher pitch, or even just like smoothly change the pitch without actually changing the pitch of the note. Like this weird shaped thing here is still playing the same note, which is cool. So now, like, do some weird shit. Add dimension expander, distort it, probably with the diode. I like diode, or maybe diode. not hear the delay. It's gonna bother me. I don't understand what's happening. Alright, well, I'm just not gonna worry about it. Being a fool. Oh, that is so weird. Oh, not in here. Oh, that's weird. It sounds so out of tune. I apologize for all of that. It takes forever sometimes, but you know, sometimes you just have to spend a little bit of time on stuff. The fuck? So wow, I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, so now that we have this, let's talk about like filters. Let's get into let's just get into sound design. So, cool thing you can do is take this Supersaw bus mid, which is this. And put a filter on it. I'm gonna put it after all the effects. So now what I'm gonna do is that basically. So I'm gonna automate this, turn this up, and this super and put it there. Turn this up a little bit and do the same thing to this lead. I made the exact same thing. So now I'm going to talk about effects. So these are kind of like effects in that they're not so much something you should focus on. They're just kind of in the background, adding. And these I don't like considering them effects because they have a pitch. They're playing notes. What I consider effects is stuff that's I don't know, like for lack of a better term, atonal. Atonals, I don't think the right word. I mean, people probably would say it is, but I think it's confusing to say it that way. But what do I mean by that? Well, let's add an LFO, which is just doing this to the pitch of this thing by like a huge amount. So this just like over and over again is gonna be, I'm trying to think of a good speed. It's gonna do this. And actually I'm weird for this. I'm gonna turn off BPM sync so it's like smooth. You ever hear that before? No? Sorry. I'm sorry you've never heard that before. I'm gonna automate this knob with another LFO that looks like this. So just mod source LFO2, do this. Have this be much slower. And global, yeah. I'm gonna go in here and change how much it does that. Make it both ways. And then I'm gonna just make it go back up. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that differently. Okay, this is also going to control the volume a little bit so that it like gets quieter. I'm going to add effects to it. So ping pong delay and reverb. Hall, turn size up a little bit. And as an added bonus, this is also going to control the pitch. This is a cool thing to do with these. Just gonna triggered. So this sound, I hope you can see what's going on here. If you watch these things, pretty straightforward, but you might not understand what's all going on with this. It's scary and confusing looking. Doesn't really matter a whole lot though. The point is we got the sound. You usually find sample packs of these. And we're just gonna give this a C for 8 bars. Right there. And put this here. And then call this FX. Send it to the mixer. Now it's going to the mixer. And this just does wonders for I like making these little impact sounds. This type of stuff. Let's do this one. So the other thing about this, I want this to go back up. So I'm gonna make what the fuck, FX1. I'm gonna clone this. Right click C or just and then I'm gonna give this the same length note but after. And this is just gonna do the same thing but go back up. And so I'm just gonna do this. What is this? Oh, I don't have a nice little number. Just have to guess. Oh well. So now, I'll just play it. You know, this is so fun to do. You know, and like these types of songs, Supersaws have this sound. They're kind of sappy, like I don't know, like I said, people say they're cliche or whatever, but like with stuff like this, it's really fun to stick a high pass on the master. What is that? Well, the master is everything, and I usually have a high pass chilling at like 30 hertz to cut out that shit. But I'm just gonna start it like way up here, so everything below it you can't hear. It's just gonna sweep in, which I think sounds really cool. So, um, knowing this is my bottom, I'm just gonna copy this value. It's a nice trick. Double click the automation clip as these min and these max knobs. Just paste that to min, and now the bottom's where you want it. Because I start up high and just lower it down real fast. So watch this. It's nice. It's a real nice thing. It makes it like you hit play and it doesn't. There's no wall of sound punch you in the face. So after this is the 16 bar loop phase right here. Sorry. So yeah, for the section after this, you can't tell. I like a big, just empty space. I like having songs that have this little like, oh hey, here's an idea happening, but you can't really tell what it is, and then it cuts that, it kind of builds up, and then drops. It's like this idea again. Um, how long is this video? I don't think I can actually tell how long it is while I'm recording it. I never knew that. Oh, yes, I can. 38 minutes. Yeah, I could sit here and, finish this or whatever, but I don't want that long of a video, so I'm going to cut it here. But the point of this was Supersaws. Almost all these sounds are Supersaws, and I haven't even really begun to scratch the surface of sound design, but a lot of it does start with Supersaws. Um, you know, there's so much you can do with them, and it's like universally. I apologize for that. I don't know why that happened, but I couldn't hear my voice. Yeah, and 3XOSC, you can do it a little differently, but you can still do it. This is a 5-voice Supersaw. And with this, I could use the arpeggiator. Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted. All kinds of stuff you can do. with Supersaws. You can you can make plucks with them. Uh, I think my little pluck sound I made when I first got Serum is a super sound. Now it's just two. Yeah, that was this thing that I just did. I played it. I'm so cool. I bet you that sounds really good if I put a huge echo on my voice and just talk in the beginning. So like something like this, something crazy. That was cool. All right, well, I'm gonna end this video now. I hope you learned something.